Welcome to my virtual space. In this video, I will talk about my experience with joint pain. Around the age of 14, I started to experience pain in one and sometimes both my knees. Then I started to notice that every time when I was doing squat-like movements, while I was going up, there was some resistance in my knees, like a stuck spring. One day, around the age of 16, I noticed that the carpet was not aligned properly and I squatted down to get it right. When I tried to go back up, one of my legs was working normal, but the other one got stuck in a 90-degree angle, and there was no way to get it unstuck. The next day, my uncle took me to see a doctor who concluded that I had meniscus tear and recommended surgery. My mom did not agree with surgery, not before asking opinions from other doctors as well. So, my uncle took me to see another doctor. The second doctor prescribed anti-inflammatory pills, some other pills, I don't remember what kind, and no salt in my food. I remember that for 2 weeks I ate boiled potatoes with chocolate cream, which I did not mind at all, and every day I could feel the knee letting go a little bit more until I was able to straighten the leg and to walk again. But this was not the end of the joint pain. From time to time, the pain was coming back in one or both my knees. After some time, I started to notice pain in my wrists and my elbows. Then I started to notice bone pain during the rainy days, and I started to experience lower back pain starting early autumn and lasting till late spring. Around the age of 30, I started to feel that I had enough of this experience and I went again to a doctor to get me fixed. After doing some tests, the doctor told me that there is nothing wrong in the results and she cannot help me. I asked her if there is nothing wrong. Why do I feel the pain? And what am I supposed to do with the pain? She told me that I still feel the pain because when I had my knee stuck in adolescence, I asked the doctor to prescribe me pills instead of injections. I had previously confessed this to her. She also added that I will have to live with the pain. This was not at all what I expected, and I was shocked at first, but then I started to accept it and take it as it is. The joint, bone, and lower back pain was coming and going as before, but I accepted it and I stopped getting myself mad over it. About 1 year has passed. One day, I was at the hypermarket at the book section looking for a storybook for my grandmother. But instead of that, I picked up a pinkish book about yoga written by Deepak Chopra. Pink was my least favorite color. I had no idea who Deepak Chopra was, and all that I knew about yoga was from the news about a Romanian yoga group that was investigated by police for strange practices, including drinking pee. Definitely not appealing. So, I have no idea why I picked up and bought the book, but I did. When I started to read the book, I learned that the yoga that Deepak was talking about was all about love and kindness and had nothing to do with what I had previously seen on the news. In the book, there were also illustrations with some asanas and what they are good for. I did some of the asanas during several days, And all of a sudden, I felt an impulse to attend yoga classes. And I did for about 3 months. I started around mid September and I stopped 1 week before Christmas. And that was the first autumn and also the first winter without joint, bone, and lower back pain. 10 years have gone since. During all this time, I did not experience bone or lower back pain anymore. I have experienced joint pain 2 or 3 times, and I was always able to release it by staying in an asana that puts pressure on the painful joint for about a minute. I don't have an understanding on how or why is this working, and I don't really care. It is enough for me that it is working. For a long time, 10 years, I did not talk about this with too many people. The first reason was my fear. I was afraid that if I will talk about it, the pain will come back. The second reason was that the few people that I did talk with did not seem to believe me, or they were trying to find some explanation that would be acceptable to them. And at the time, their reaction did bother me. But meanwhile, I overcome the fear of the pain coming back because I now have proved to myself that even if it comes back, I can stop it in about a minute. I also became aware that since other people did not go through the same experience as I did, it is completely natural for them to try to understand it through their life experience and through their level of understanding. So, if someone who is listening my story understands something completely different from what I am saying, this is not bothering me anymore. Thank you for visiting my virtual space. Peace and light.